Previously on Blue Jays Mariners, TikTok star Bryce Miller turns the Blue Jays into the Blue Ballers. Barry Bonds, if he was 1 inch shorter, Dominican, and decided to bat right-handed occasionally for some reason, keeps on treating baseballs like they called his mother a hoe. The Seamen hit 2 3-run home runs, go back to Seattle just for the coolest Bieber from Canada to preach never saying never, putting up a vintage Shane Bieber outing while the Blue Jays offense takes a play out of Jesus' playbook and rises from the dead. 5 home runs hit on the night, 13 runs. Julio Rodriguez started this game off with a 2-run shot, making this look like an inevitable sweep. Well, no, we got a series now. So thank you for being here. Subscribe or not. If you haven't joined the 49% elite humans, consider hitting that button if you like the videos, as I saw a lot of disrespect leading up to game 4 toward a certain individual. It really is wild how amazing you can be, how illustrious of a career you can build. I just want to use that word. Maybe it'll make my dumbass sound smarter. But you can be a World Series champion, a 2-time World Series champion, a 3-time Cy Young Award winner. I mean, Max Scherzer is as much of a walking Hall of Famer before retiring as O.J. Simpson was a walking murderer before he died. Yet, after all that, it's like that Green Goblin quote, in spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you. Not that anyone hates Max Scherzer, but people out here treating him like a nursing home patient with freaking Alzheimer's. Oh, you think you could pitch a good game in the playoffs? Let's get you to bed, Grandpa. I didn't want much more to happen in game 4 than for Mad Max to shove all those doubts up everyone's ass. To start the game, he got off into some trouble. First and second, 1 out, and Jorge Bonds up at the plate. So we got a hitter up at the plate who's been seeing the baseball like it killed his family, and a man on the mound who looks at each hitter at the plate as if they're hunting to kill his family. This should be fun. Randy definitely enjoying it, looking like he's doing a photo shoot mid-game. Well, Bonds hits it directly up the middle into Andres Gimenez at second base for 2. Well, then Josh Naylor hits the second pitch he sees almost 400 feet away and over the wall to kick off the second inning. And oh boy, here we go. The Make-A-Wish patient on the mound inevitably gonna fail. Oh, classic. Cue some of the most inspirational shit. But first, the Blue Jays offense had to make it known their offense didn't just wake up for game 3. It was risen and here to stay. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa knocks the second pitch he sees for a double to kick off the 3rd inning before Andres Gimenez, who started the Blue Jays scoring in game 3 with a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning, starts the Blue Jays scoring in game 4 with a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning. Jeez, the MLB scriptwriters must be getting lazy. Well, after George Springer grounds out, Nathan Lucas knocks a single, and so does Vladdy Jr. before Alejandro Kirk walks to load the bases. Dogs have longer leashes than Luis Castillo had in this game, but hey, that's the postseason. This is how it goes. In comes the bullpen. Gabe Spire gets ahead of Dalton Varsho 1-2 just for Varsho to work a great at-bat, foul off a couple pitches, and work a walk. That brings home another run. It's 3-1 Blue Jays. Spire did end up striking out the next 2 hitters to keep it at 3-1, so that's good, but the Jays were right back at it in the 4th. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa leads it off with a hit again, and now it's Unk's turn at the plate. George Springer, his turn to drive him home. Double, 4-1 with 2 outs now, and Springer at 3rd. New reliever in for Seattle. In the second pitch, he would throw a splitter that bounces and almost hits Cal Raleigh in the balls and flies to the other side of the field. Springer can walk home. It's 5-1. Back to Unk on the mound. So he gives up that Naylor home run. Ah, there we go. He's washed. Poor Scherzer. Someone get him his medication. You. He got 3 straight outs after that. Go to the 3rd right after the Jays scored 3. He walks Leo Rivas to start the inning just so he can pick him off at first base. Big brain move. Can a grandpa do that? Oh, Cal Raleigh, the MVP, some are saying, sit down. Now after the Jays got a couple more, it's 5-1. Oh, Julio Rodriguez, the guy who went deep in the last game. Oh, he's so good. Scherzer says go to hell. 3 batters later, Eugenio Suarez. Oh, Suarez, the guy who hit almost 50 home runs this year. Scherzer says I'll see you in hell. Now to the 5th. Scherzer 1 inning away from qualifying for a win, and Dominic Canzone leadoff base hit. That's not good, but this is. Fly ball out number 1, then Leo Rivas hits one hard, but Barger's got it. Out number 2, and out comes the manager, John Schneider, to set up yet another elite moment in a career full of them for Scherzer. So if you're not aware, Scherzer is known to be a psychopath on the mound. Like, he would be a Batman villain if he existed in that universe. I mean, even his eye colors are different, for Christ's sake. He's told his managers to F off before so he can stay in the game. This is far from the only time he's ever done this, and nobody should expect anything less here. I mean, this is the same guy who pitched through a freaking black eye and struck out 10 hitters anyway. You really think he's coming out right now? So Schneider comes out to talk to him, and the meeting goes a little something like this.
Stanley, you want to help us out with that? Stanley, Eartha Stanley.
Not me.
Yes, you. Come on, Stanley, put your little game down and join the group.
No.
Stanley, we're having a little
Leave me alone, damn it.
We're having a brainstorm session.
Did I stutter?
Good. This is good. I'm going to grab a glass of water.
And what does Scherzer immediately do? After this, strikes out Randy Arozarena to end the inning. Boom. I don't think Schneider's intent was to ever take him out anyway, especially since he ended up coming back for the 6th inning. It was just more of a quick word or whatever. I'll just take this as Schneider purposefully doing it for a Max Scherzer aura moment, since he knew he would react that way and then strike out the next hitter. So great managing by Schneider, actually. Max back out there for the 6th, gets Cal Raleigh to fly out before striking out Julio Rodriguez again. And after walking Jorge Bonds, he's finally out. In comes the bullpen. Naylor walks. Bro's been an on-base machine. Then Suarez doesn't crush this ball, but hits it right where he needs to. Jorge can easily score. It's 5-2, but Naylor gets nailed at third. That is rough. I'm no genius, but that cannot happen. A Vlad Jr. home run can happen, though. Man, he really took the accusations personally. The accusations that he turned into Anthony Volpe when he's not playing the Yankees. Well, you woke up a monster. Congrats, everyone. 6-2 Blue Jays. Mariners go down 1-2-3 in the 7th inning. Then Andres Jimenez, who's been addicted to 2-run home runs, chooses to be a little different this time. He still drove in 2 runs, but it's on a single this time. 8-2 Blue Jays. Mariners offense does nothing the rest of this game other than Naylor again. I mean, jeez, bro went 3 for 3 with a walk, an RBI, and his reward is an 8-2 loss. I mean, part of his reward will also be a lot of money. He's about to be a free agent, but yeah. Blue Jays for the 2nd straight night blow the Seaman out, and if this wasn't already a series after Game 3, sure as hell is now. And this was the post-game scene between Schneider and Scherzer. This lunatic. I love it. Well, the Jays, after being down 2-0 in this series, feels like the most you could have asked for would be to just get the series back to Toronto. Well, now they have a chance to not just do that, but go back with a series lead. Mariners cannot allow that to happen. Eugenio Suarez knows that. He slams his first home run of the postseason. Suarez has been one of the more oddly predictable outcomes ever since getting traded earlier this year. Like, he had an insane first half in Arizona with the D-bags. He gets traded to Seattle and was not good, and I don't know why, but that almost felt predictable to happen to me. I guess part of that could be, well, Seattle's ballpark is the opposite of like Coors Field, meaning it's the literal most pitcher-friendly ballpark in baseball, and Arizona's ballpark is very hitter-friendly. But then again, Seattle also featured the man who hit more home runs than literally anyone this year, so I don't know. I just wasn't that surprised to see Suarez fall off the way he did after leaving the D-bags. I mean, you can argue the biggest highlight he's had since getting traded was eating Pac-Man's ass. But either way, doesn't matter how bad you are in the regular season or even early in the playoffs. If he gets a big hit in the playoffs, the trade will be worth it. So there you go. Obviously, this isn't anything crazy, just a solo homer in the 2nd inning, but that's still a good start, at least. Well, zip up your pants, take a step into the twilight zone with this one. So in Game 3 of this series, while Fox was doing an in-game interview with the Mariners manager, Dan Wilson, the number 8 hitter in the Blue Jays lineup hit a leadoff double in the 3rd inning, followed by an Andres Jimenez 2-run home run. Follow me here. In Game 4 of this series, while Fox was doing an in-game interview with Mariners manager Dan Wilson, the number 8 hitter in the Blue Jays lineup hit a leadoff double in the 3rd inning, followed by an Andres Jimenez 2-run home run. In Game 5 of this series, while Fox was doing an in-game interview with Mariners manager Dan Wilson, the number 8 hitter in the Blue Jays lineup hit a leadoff double in the 3rd inning, followed by finally something new. Damn. Jimenez, per usual, hits the ball hard, but right to Josh Naylor, who makes a great play and turns to on Isaiah Kiner-Falefa running too far off second base. And if that wasn't crazy enough, that doesn't even hold a candle to just how much better things were going in this game for the Mariners. Next inning, Blue Jays get another leadoff double. They load the bases up with 2 outs. Dalton Varsho strikes out. And then Ernie Clement hits into an inning-ending double play, but not your typical inning-ending double play. No, a ball that lands right in front of home plate perfectly for Cal to pick up, step on home for 1, and fire to first for 2. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Every inch truly matters.
That's what she said. Or he said.
And Josh Naylor has just become a wider Juan Soto this series. Bro can't go 5 minutes without getting a hit or getting on base. Go to the 5th, and for the 3rd straight inning, the Jays get a leadoff hit. And I mean, we've been seeing the quickest pulls of a trigger by the Mariners manager with their pitchers this series. Luis Castillo is taken out in the 3rd inning in the last game. Now out goes TikTok star Bryce Miller on a leadoff hit in the 5th. 2 outs later against Matt Brosh, Unk keeps proving he got it. George Springer rockets one off the wall. This game is tied. Next inning, oh look at that, another leadoff leadoff hit, another leadoff double, this time by the legit slowest player in baseball, busting his ass to second, and then busts his ass home when Clement comes through. Get this. This is literally the first time Alejandro Kirk has scored on a base hit from second base all season. Every time he had to stop at third. So there's that. This is also the same dude that got thrown out on a base hit to right field last month. Now he's legging out doubles and run scoring singles in the ALCS. We've come a long way. Shout out Alejandro Kirk, man, making skinny people look like losers.
See, most men like a woman that got little hair. You ain't got nothing. You just skin and bone, just sitting in a chair, all bones and skin. Oh, I feel sorry for you.
Mariners put a couple guys on in the 6th too, but can't cash in. Go to the 7th. Dominic Canzone hits one that, if fair, ties the game, but it hooks a little too much. Man, so close. They just needed to ask Canzone.
Can you make that straighter? That's what she said.
Did you plan it?
No.
Can you make that straighter? That job looks hard. You should put your mouth on that. How can you even use that one naturally?
Canzone goes from almost tying the game to a strikeout. Mariners go down 1-2-3 in the 7th. Ernie Clement looks like he's about to make this a 3-1 game. Ball goes up into the sun. Wait, this game's in Seattle. That doesn't make sense. He hits this thing up into the rain clouds, comes back down for Randy Arozarena to grab. Cal Raleigh sees this and says, wait, hold up. I see the vision. I know it didn't end well for Clement, but I see where you went wrong. Let me see if that works for us. He does the exact same thing, except this one's just enough over the wall for a game-tying home run, which felt inevitable. This felt like it was about to happen before it did. Crowd goes insane. Seamen were just getting ready. Walk, another walk. Then Randy gets hit. It's like the Jays thought that was game when Cal hit the homer, and it basically was. Giving out free bases now, like their presence, and Oprah on her prime is running this team. Bases loaded, nobody out. Screw another free pass. How about a cookie right over the plate for Eugenio Suarez? That same Eugenio Suarez who hadn't done jack up until this game. How about 2 homers and an 8th inning go-ahead grand slam? Seattle is shaking. All of a sudden, that trade don't look too bad now. And 3 outs later, the Mariners finally win a game. They show up for their fans, and it's not the most ideal scenario since they were up 2-0. They'd rather have closed this out at home, obviously. But they're in the driver's seat heading back to Toronto. 1 win away from their first trip to the World Series in world history. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.